Well, good evening. I am Beth Thomas, proud principal of Quince Orchard High School, and I am excited to welcome new families to Quince Orchard and welcome back our QO Cooper family. But really, we're all family in here now, and tonight is going to be a little different, and we need to acknowledge that, but it's also going to be really exciting. Because as you walk away, you will walk away with more information about department information from the different professional learning communities, as well as resources that you can use to support your students and probably your whole family. So it's an exciting time, and again, I am Beth Thomas, and let's get this party started. So this evening, you're going to start to put faces with names. We're going to go through our vision and our focus for the year. We're going to give an overview of the MCPS Pathway to College, Career, and Community Readiness, as well as share our student handbook. What we've realized is we've shared this with students, but because our students are so excited about it, sometimes they don't tell you about the student handbook. So we want to make sure, that was a joke, I don't know if everybody got it. And then we're going to go over the back to school night schedule. I'll go a little bit more into detail, as well as hearing from some of our partners. Truly could not do this work without partnership and collaboration with our PTSA, NAACP, and all school boosters. So again, I've said my name 20 times now. For those of you just walking in, I'm Mrs. Beth Thomas, proud principal. This is my 6th year at Quince Orchard, and I am really, really excited to continue this career. Fun fact, last year my daughter graduated from here, and students, as I was walking through the halls after graduation the next week, students came up and they're like, so you're still here? She graduated, I didn't. Yes, I don't go to school with my child. I'm not going to college with her. So I'm excited. The administrative team is out and about, so if you're in here, I would like to put some faces with names. We have Miss Edith Lee and Miss Ashley Ashman, who are co-leading our 9th grade. And Miss Ashman has the second half of the alphabet in 9th and 10th grade. Are Ashman and Miss Lee in here? Okay, hopefully we'll be able to, I'll show you a picture in a minute. Also, we have Miss Kirsten Jackson. Welcome to Miss Kirsten Jackson. Miss Jackson is one of the 10th grade administrator co-leading with Miss Ashman. We also have Miss Everhart Bliss, who is 11th grade administrator. I don't know if she's in here. They're probably out and about greeting our guests. And then we have Mr. Philip Yarborough, who is our senior class administrator. He's up at the top. I know many of you were here earlier and heard information from the senior parent and caregiver meeting. We also have Mr. Danilo Santos, who's our school business administrator. And we have Miss Jessica Conter, who was also here earlier, who's our resource counselor. So these are a few of the key people that, if you have questions or concerns, that you would reach out to. To put faces with names, I'm gonna test my knowledge from left to right. I do know them. Mr. Philip Yarborough, from your left to right. Miss Everhart Bliss, Miss Lee, myself, Miss Ashman, Miss Jackson, and Mr. Santos. That is our administrative team. So our vision at Quince Orchard High School is where we strive to be. By the time your child leaves, our goal is that they are ready and prepared to have the support, or they have the support that they need to lead successful personal and professional lives. While we understand that sometimes perfect 4.0, or sometimes, as I saw one student today, had a 4.82 GPA. The bottom line is, yes, we want them to be academically successful, but we also want them to be good people. And to help to support you on the journey, we're going to be sharing information this evening about some social emotional resources and supports that we have in place for our Quince Orchard Cougars. Faces with names with our counselors. I'm not going to read them all to you. I know that you've been reaching out. There's been lots of questions about schedules. And as I've shared, because I know every one of you loves to hear my call out on Sundays and the newsletter, but all jokes aside, that is a really key way that we share information. But this week, our priority was for students who had holes in their schedule, meaning they were missing classes, they had double periods, or they were in the wrong level. We have about 100, I think there's about 130 some students who have requested additional schedule changes, and our counselors are working feverishly down in the counseling department trying to make those changes. So please, as I said, with parking and driving in the morning, pack your patients. They're going to be fine. We will get them where they need to be. A breakdown of counselors. Again, you should have received this already. This presentation is also being recorded. I hope Mr. Henry does not have the camera like right here on my face, but it will be recorded, posted to our website along with the presentation. So if you want to go back and check anything that's been shared, that will be available for you. So MCPS has rolled out what we consider a pretty innovative way to look at student success and their ability to be college, career, and community ready. And specifically for Quince Orchard High School, obviously we focus on the 9th, 10th, and 11th grade indicators. However, we can't be naive to not take a moment to look at things as they build up in the cluster. We have a strong commitment in our cluster to working together to create and cultivate an anti-biased, anti-racist teaching and learning community. And the only way we could do that is if we are able to come together, understand where our students are and where they need to be, and how we can best support them. So you will hear over and over, and there's another QR code throughout the school system, different ways that we're measuring this. Specifically in 9th grade for us is on track for graduation. So every single 9th grade student, as they enter Quince Orchard High School, must, or any high school for that matter, in MCPS, must complete their freshman year with at least 4 credits. Many of you say, oh, that must be so easy. That's got to be easy. It's not that easy for all learners. And so that's our job, is to make sure that they have the supports and resources that they need to be their best self. 10th grade is focused on the college and career indicator that is measured by state assessments. This year will be the first year that, let me rephrase this. Assessments have always counted. However, we have been in a window since COVID of not necessarily using and requiring and using those scores for different reasons. This year, this is really the most important piece. And as a 10th grade student, their ELA MCAP assessment counts. It's extremely important. Along with the Algebra 1, many of our students, a large majority of our students come to Quince Orchard already have achieving the Algebra 1 assessment and have taken it. So as you think about it and you have conversations with your young people, please make sure that you're having conversations about the importance of taking these assessments seriously. Also, 11th grade, they look at completion of Algebra 2, completing and passing Algebra 2 with a C or better, and then graduation, how many of our students graduate with a 3.0 or higher. On the screen now, and this will again be posted to our website, this is the handbook. And I'm going to leave it for a second because a lot of the questions many of our families have are included in our handbook. If there's something that you need to know and it's not in there, please let us know because we need to get it in there. This is supposed to be a functional, user-friendly tool for students and families. So we understand attendance policies, we understand lunch policies, we understand credits, we understand pathways for signature programs. Everything is included in our in our handbook. So this evening, before I turn it over to our guests, or not guests, family, I don't know why I just talked to guests. I shared this before, but I want everyone to understand, we, as the school system, are working to reimagine how we connect with families, how we engage with families. The traditional sit and get does not work for everybody. And we have an obligation to always think and look and try to do things differently. So this evening, you'll have different options. As soon as this portion is over, the departments are all open and ready to receive you. So for example, if you say, I cannot wait to learn more about the Project Lead the Way, you will have the Project Lead the Way team down there to talk about Project Lead the Way. If you say, I want to go and I want to learn more about Latin 2, Latin 3, the Latin department, well, the Latin PLC of 1. We only have one Latin teacher. That was a bad example. We'll be there available to give information about the program. So the bottom line is, our PLCs, our professional learning community, if there's 4 of us teaching a content, we should all be teaching the same. All right? Now, obviously, we have different teaching styles, but the information that we share with your young people is consistent. So you'll have the opportunity to go to departments, and then you'll have the opportunity to go to other mini sessions. And all of those are linked in. They're posted throughout, and I highly encourage you to take some time to go to see all the different things that we offer. I guarantee you, many of you don't know and have never stepped foot into our Bridge to Wellness space. Our Bridge to Wellness is staffed by a therapist, we have social worker and case managers, and then support from Shepherd Prep. They're all housed in one area, and they work together with our counseling department, with our counseling team, to support the social emotional well-being of our students. That's one example. We have multiple resources here for you this evening, and again, this is your time to start to see the adults in the programs that are here to support our young people. Mr. Santos, did you want to say a few things before I turn it over to our parents? Or okay. Why don't you, if you could go a few now, and then we'll go to our parents. Okay.
En primer lugar, buenas noches a todos. Este mensaje va para toda nuestra comunidad hispana. Para nosotros es realmente un grato placer, es un gusto que estén acá reunidos con nosotros. Ustedes son la razón por la cual estamos acá. Queens Orchard High School ha puesto una serie de recursos disponibles para ustedes bastante útiles, y por eso queremos hacérselos llegar, queremos comunicárselos. No se trata solamente de, diríamos, poner las cosas en orden, sino dejarles saber a ustedes cómo acceder a los distintos recursos. Como decía la directora, la señora Thomas, hemos creado, bueno, nuestro equipo, liderado por Miss Ashman, se ha creado lo que es el Staff Handbook o el Manual del Estudiante. Muchas veces estamos en casa, tenemos preguntas, pues ya para ese tiempo la escuela está cerrada. En ese momento, por ejemplo, no tenemos la oportunidad tal vez de mandar un email o un correo electrónico, pero con el Staff Handbook, Manual del Estudiante, usted desde la comodidad de su casa puede encontrar información bastante importante sobre el horario de la escuela, puede chequear sobre la asistencia, puede chequear sobre los diferentes programas con los que cuenta la escuela. Habla también sobre el código de conducta, código de vestimenta y muchas otras informaciones. Nuestro propósito es estar aquí para servirle a ustedes, para brindarle todo el apoyo necesario, incluso si no maneja el idioma español. Acá dentro de la escuela contamos con todos los recursos necesarios y el soporte para brindarle la ayuda que usted necesita. Ahora me gustaría que, si es posible, por favor, nuestros traductores que vinieron acá y están presentes, por favor me levanten la mano. Todas las personas que hablan español que están acá dentro de la escuela que pueden brindar ayuda. Allá tengo a la señora Rennigan. Ella va a estar coordinando en la habitación número 223. Déjame confirmar acá. Correcto, en la habitación 223, empezando a las 7 y 10 p.m., 7 y 10 de la noche. Estaremos allí impartiendo 3 sesiones. Si se fijan en su manual que tienen a mano, allí van a encontrar todo el contenido. Pueden acercarse, pueden hacer preguntas, siéntanse cómodos. Somos familia y estamos aquí para ayudarles y para brindarle todo el apoyo necesario. A continuación, la señora Thomas también va a hablar sobre algunos otros programas y grupos dentro de la escuela. en los cuales estamos buscando voluntarios. Acérquese a la escuela, busque la manera de poder apoyarnos, porque de la misma manera que usted nos apoya a nosotros, también está apoyando a la comunidad, está apoyando a nuestros estudiantes, está apoyando todo el sistema educativo. Así que acérquese, formen parte de nuestro grupo de voluntarios y para nosotros es un gusto que estén aquí. Buenas noches.
All right, I'm going to turn it over now to our PTSA President, Ms. Kravitz, and then we'll be welcomed by Ms. Woodfork and Mr. Lee. Ms. Kravitz.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sue Kravitz, I'm the PTSA President. You all know this, but the PTA is your connection to the great students and staff here, and your connection to everything that is happening in the school. PTA is also your connection to the feeder schools and other schools in our cluster. We have a Prince Orchard graduate, current senior and freshman, and I just have to say I feel so lucky to be part of this community. It's an awesome community, and being on the PTA is just amazing and gathering with so many great parents. It's really a lot of fun. We meet on the third Tuesday of each month, starting on September 19th, when we'll have a speaker from Everest Tutors and Testica, the college preparation tutors and accountants, and Dairy Mary will be speaking, and she'll be giving free advice on the college application process. For future meetings, we plan to have speakers talking about you can join tonight at the table out there. You can join boosters and PTA. We get a reduced rate. You can also join online. This is being recorded, so you can take pictures with us. And if you want to be more involved, we need a vice president and a fundraising chair. The fundraising chair would be in charge of serving nights at local restaurants. It's a really fun position, so I hope you'll consider joining either way. Thank you.
And I apologize. We have two NAACP Parent Council co-leads, and this is Ms. Kaplan. This is not Ms. Woodforks, okay? So I want to make sure she gets the street cred from everybody here in the shout out. So thank you.
Ms. Woodfork was at a back-to-school flying at her school. So I'm Michelle Kaplan, and Ms. Woodfork and I are the co-representatives for the Prince Orchard National, NAACP Parent Council. How do we help our parents and students of color? We share information on internships, scholarships, summer jobs, and various opportunities that happen within the school and community. As you can see, our meetings are focused on your needs, and we focused on areas that our parents have expressed an interest in. We work with the counseling department, the PTSA, and boosters, as well as the administration, student organizations such as the Minority Scholars Program and the Black Student Unions, which is also BSU. We encourage socialization among our families. In spring of 2021, we hosted gatherings at a Topgolf at the end of the year celebration, and it was a great way for our parents and their teens to get to know each other and socialize. September last year, we hosted a meet and greet at the Prince Orchard Valley National Park. And there, we met with other Prince Orchard families of color, shared food, drinks, played games, and kids versus parents. And we had a blast. And so last spring was our last social gathering where one of our NAACP parents had hosted the end of year social gathering at our clubhouse where we had some of our parents and teens meet, eat, play games, and make new friends. If you have any idea, if you have some ideas and want to share with our parent council, like to address any issue, or like to address any issues, or want to share opportunities for our students, we're here for you. You can send us an email. Attend a meeting if you can. They occur monthly on Tuesdays for the PTSA meetings at 6 p.m. in the Media Center. Our meetings will be only in person this year. So join our first meeting on September the 19th at 6 p.m. The PTSA and the NAACP will have a joint meeting this month. Our presenter Sue Kravis Engine is Ann Derryberry. She's the owner of Everest Cheese and Tess Pratt. She'll be sharing how to select the test, which test to take, the ACT or the SAT, among other topics. Please make sure you have your email address, because we share a lot of important information via email. And if you miss a meeting, we'll provide a summary via email. Don't forget to come to our table to sign up to receive email alerts about meetings and upcoming events. Michelle, and I hope you and your child have an amazing year. Okay.
Hey everybody, my name is David Lee and I'm the president for the QO All School Boosters. I like to do a show of hands real quick because Ms. Thomas knows I like to do this. Raise your hand if you have a child who's been at the school, maybe so often he's like sophomore through senior. Just raise your hand real quick. Okay, how about raise your hand if this is your first child at QO? Okay, welcome. And it doesn't have to be a freshman, right? Ms. Thomas, it could be somebody coming from another school, all good. So of the 10th to 12th graders, I'm curious, how many of your kids played maybe on an athletic team or maybe did an after school? Raise your hand. I got one for sure, right? Okay. Or maybe did theater. Raise your hand, right? Raise it loud and proud. That's a lot of work and a lot of time. Right, so this is why I'm asking that question, obviously. We're a nonprofit organization that supports the 42 athletic teams and over 60 clubs and organizations at QO High School, including theater, right? This is my second year as president, and I have 2 kids here this year, which my 2 older kids, I got a senior and a freshman this year. We have a great group of officers and committee chairs to help to raise funds and support our many students in their extracurricular activities. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Principal Beth Thomas, and her staff, and athletic director Jeff Rapperman, who's, I don't think he's here today, but you know, he's around somewhere. Of course, Jeff's working hard, and his staff as well. They've been a pleasure to work with. Last year, I was vice president for Boosters the 2 years prior as well. I just wanted to say you guys are great. Our community is amazing as well. I think everybody knows this. Excellent. Cool. Okay, so people ask me, what do the boosters do? We give grants to the various clubs and athletics to support their activities. We donated over, that's right, $50,000 last year in the form of grants. That is worth back it up. Such as a new stadium sound system, senior medals, the list is there, field maintenance, there's a bunch of stuff, theater as well. We supported theater in the after-school clubs. Next slide. And how are we able to raise so much to support our students? Through various fundraisers we have during the school year. Examples include concessions, of course, at football games and other games. Local sponsorships. So if you guys see those signs on the street there, right on the corner, if you're interested in being a sponsor, maybe you're part of a company or you'd like to be involved, we'd love to have you support the boosters. Membership is outside. I know Sue Kravitz just mentioned that. We do have a nice combo membership that gives you a little bit of discount, and you only have to sign up once. And then you can pick up your magnet today. They are outside, so we do prefer that you actually sign up today if you've got time before maybe you go to the next rotation. And our spring mulch sale, where we sold $65,000 worth of mulch last year. So support the boosters with the fundraisers. And we don't ask you to, we don't need to write a check for like $100. I mean, just spend money for food at concessions, right? Get the membership. This is how you support boosters. Get the mulch, for sure. Get the mulch in the spring. Next slide. So also, how do we do it? We need your help with volunteering. I always say the time, I do say this, time is not money. Time is worth more than money nowadays, and we need your help to volunteer. Concessions for games, various other opportunities throughout the school year. We can't do it without you, and I do challenge each of you guys to sign up for one volunteer shift. You know, we have an amazing group of parents who do spend their time, and I need to see more faces out there, especially at the football games and some of the athletic games. So I challenge each of you guys to try it one time and start something new to help support our community. Next slide. We have monthly membership meetings. Oh, I guess I didn't have the slide. No worries, it's okay. Oh, no, go. Okay, you're jumping in. It's okay. Good. There, that's good. It's okay. I'll say we do have monthly membership meetings in the Media Center on Wednesdays, 7 p.m., where we do get updates from Principal Thomas and Athletic Director Jeff Rapperman. So they're always at the meetings. to provide monthly updates. So it is worthwhile. We do have a Zoom component for that as well, so you can log in remotely. And then this last slide here is our website is qohsboosters.com, and you can sign up. So if you don't sign up in person here outside the door, you can sign up online. There's an online form, pay by credit card type of deal. You can get the combo membership there as well. Last slide. Thank you for your support this year, and I'll see you guys at the game somewhere. Thank you.
Give a shout out also, first of all, to Ms. Kirsten Jackson, one of our new assistant principals. She's helped to make our vision become a reality. So I want to acknowledge your hard work and lift. So please take some time. If you've not looked at the schedule, there are paper copies outside. We have plenty of student ambassadors throughout the building. So if you're looking for something specifically, they will help guide you. Mi casa, su casa, the whole building is open. Please, well, within reason. All right, and so I hope you have a wonderful evening. Welcome to Prince Orchard High School. Our first rotation begins at 7:10, and we will make announcements for the different rotations. Departments are out and about the entire night.